Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. Well, we have a Donner 5-band equalizer into our pedal network. And I'm running this stuff all through my acoustic G20 electric guitar amp, so 20-watt amp. And I'm using my Epiphone Les Paul Gold Top Standard guitar for this. And anyway, so over the years, off and on, people have bugged me. Get an EQ, man. You'll love it. It's great. And I'm like, yeah, but I leave everything flat response anyways on my amps. What do I need an EQ for? Besides, it's about your own sound, too, and what you're going after. And I got to thinking in the last little bit, because I have a lot of guitars, as you guys know. And Strats can be a little on the shrilly side, but then so can some humbucker guitars, depending on the pickups. And it'd be nice to take that extra edge off and still leave my amplifier set where I like it. So basically, an EQ pedal is going to override your amp to a certain point. Okay, but then you still have the usage of the EQ on your amp, along with, in this case, a 5-band EQ, giving you a grand total of, well, 8 bands in this case, because I have bass, mid, and treble on the amp, and I have 5 bands available on the EQ. So hey, we can have a lot of fun here. And anyway, so I'm going to give you guys the clean sound here first. And I don't have the amp turned up very loud because it's going to get loud. This thing does have a volume control on it as well. Now that's my bridge. This is both. Okay, that's without the EQ turned on. So let's turn it on. Now it has a volume out that I think I'm around the halfway mark. But these are some settings I found I liked. So that's the bridge. Let's go both. And the neck. So let's leave it on the neck. So from there we can adjust things, like our mid control is mainly in the center. Turn on some slap echo. flanger. Okay, so the EQ is actually really nice. I'm actually liking it. So definitely worth the 20 bucks. I think these things sell for about $36 to $40 roughly online. Depends on the make too, right? I mean, cheaper is going to be cheaper, more expensive, more expensive. And Donner, although it's a cheap pedal, you know, so it's well under 50 bucks. Does a fantastic job. So, you know, there's a lot of more expensive 5-band EQ pedals out there, and any that would have the same features of 5 bands, a switch, and a volume control, really, are you getting more for your money? Probably not. Might have a cooler look maybe, but that might be about it. Bands are bands, and that's the way it goes. So I don't really honestly see the benefit of buying a more expensive brand with the exact same features. Now, if it has more features, fine, obviously. Or if you're looking for something with more bands, obviously, this pedal is not for you. But 5 bands, I think, is quite a bit, you know. The response of them seems to be rather interesting. They're not... they have response throughout, but they peak closer to the edge, a lot more so. Okay, so as soon as you get up in the slider toward that LED light up volume control, the closer you get that way, the more it makes itself known in that sense. However, either way, they still have quite a bit of range to them for customizing, which is nice. Subtle changes are what you want. You don't want massive changes too soon, right? Because then you run out of headroom. So the pedal does actually have some headroom with it, which is really good. So let's try our Texas Treble Overdrive here. There you have it. We could go through the distortion pedal and other pedals, but not necessary. I like it. I think it's fantastic. I would definitely recommend the Donner EQ pedal. I have seen these on Amazon before. You can probably get them anywhere that sells Donner stuff, maybe even Donner Direct. I like it. I think it's definitely worth, you know, even if it was $40 new, because I think I seen a price tag of like $36, $37 for a new one. I think that's fair. I mean, you're getting a lot for your money. It works really well. No doubt there. The volume's nice too. There's like full volume. So it can really push your amp up into the edge. And I even have a booster pedal on my set here as well, on top of what this thing can do. So if I want some really good breakup, loud volume, and not even having to use much of my amp, you can really get a lot more out of your amp this way too with an EQ pedal. So I'm going to rate this at a 4.5 out of 5. I think that's actually quite fair, to be honest with you. It's a fantastic little pedal, definitely something that you may want to add to your board of pedals. So it doesn't matter if you're a beginner player, intermediate, or even if you're professional. It is made out of all metal. It does have a heavy stomp switch on it. So it's quality, you know, for a cheaper price tag. And once again, this has proven that you can actually spend less and actually get more for your money, which is quite nice. Even the control knob that lights up for your volume output is really good quality. It's not loose by any means, and it's not overly stiff, but it's more than stiff enough that it's going to keep its placement, you know, to a certain degree, like anything else would, right? But yeah, I would definitely highly recommend it. So if you get a chance, check out the Donner EQs. So if you want to cheap out, or maybe you don't have a lot of money, because a lot of us don't, especially musicians, we're the brokest of them all. Anyways, do take a good serious look at it. You've seen it in action here on my channel. You know, check out a few other channels that may have it as well, see what they say about it. But I think it deserves the rating I gave it, and it's definitely worth the money, and it works fantastic. I really appreciate this pedal, and I think that this is something that I'm probably going to use a fair amount in my music now. It's nice that I can leave my amp settings where they are for bass, mid, and treble, and it gives me my cleanest sound there. And then when I kick in the EQ, I can do more with it. And if I need more EQ, I still have the bass, mid, and treble controls to manipulate even further than this thing does, to add along with it. So that's yet another bonus, which you would have with any EQ pedal, regardless of, you know, what you get. But if you do need more than 5 bands, then definitely look toward a different pedal than this one. But I think this one's great, just as with the 5 bands. It works really well, very simplistic, does the job just great. But more bands will definitely give you more access to frequencies if that's what you're after. So that's where you've got to kind of pick and choose your pedals for features too. Anyways, so I guess the next thing I got to go hunting around for is an actual reverb pedal. I have a slap echo pedal from Dan Electro, which is pretty cool, but I want an actual reverb pedal that has the different hall and room settings on it, etc. But I like this slap echo too, because it's nice for doing some twangy stuff and that sort of thing. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video and hope it wasn't too long for you. But I wanted to give this thing a real good, thorough demo for you. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Smash the bell for notifications. Feel free to check out the rest of my channel as well. Thousands of videos on my channel covering music and all kinds of other subjects under the sun. Till next time, see ya!